Hello, my name is Mo and I'm practicing Taekwondo, and this segment is on roundhouse kicks. This is my third take. I hope I get it down this time. Alright, if you start an exercise program, make sure you check with the doctor first to see if you're in okay health to do so, and whenever you're exercising, especially if it's outdoor, make sure you stay hydrated. If you really want to get good at martial arts, make sure you find yourself a good school where you can be coached and learn all the basics. I've been practicing 16 years at Cho's Karate under Grandmaster Kuy Ha Cho, and this is 2011. I'm instructor level at that school. But anyway, I do suggest you find a good school. These videos are really just for reference to help students practice at home what they learn in class, okay? And maybe elaborate a little more on some of the things we don't have time to teach. So, roundhouse kick. The basic of roundhouse kick is you're kicking with your instep, okay? Your leg is straight when you kick the target. So, you bring your leg up cocked, you can kind of point your knee to the target. You know, that's where you're going to be hitting, right? So you point your knee to the target, and then you execute. When you execute, so you're coming up, kind of cocking into a position, and then kicking. When you kick, your leg straightens, your hip turns over, and your foot, this foot that's standing here, pivots, okay? So those are the basics. And also, when your hip goes over, you want your shoulder, hands, everything to go in the direction of the kick. All right, again, so you're here. And anytime you're practicing kicking, practice with your hands up. Don't let your hands drop as you kick, okay? Because then that's what you do when you spar, and you'll be leaving yourself open to be kicked, okay? You want to keep your hands up, so if you're sparring, you block. So however you practice, that's what you're going to do when you spar, okay? So here, point to the target with the knee, and kick, okay? That's slow-mo. So here's a little faster, kick, okay? Again, kick, okay? Now you can see I'm in the habit of stepping down and then stepping back. Most students, they kick and then they swing the leg back. That's great for practicing balance, okay? That's awesome, actually. But also, you need to have more than just one technique, okay? So you also want to practice kicking, landing forward in the front stance, stepping back, okay? Kick, land, step back. You start out slow, kick, land in the front stance, step back. Because you don't want it to be like messy like this. You don't want to be all bent. So like, good form is most important. Good form, practice slowly, over and over again, will give you speed. And the good form plus the speed, that's how you get your power, okay? So, sloppy form, practice fast, is not going to give you power, alright? So, kick, land, step back. Practice slow first, then speed it up. It's just as important to kick fast as it is to kick hard. So sometimes you practice kicking hard. When you're practicing by yourself on a bag, maybe practice fast up, fast down. Okay, fast up, fast down. Fast up, fast down. And back. See? Helps your footwork, helps you get faster kicks. That's how you're going to score points. Fast up, fast down, and back. Okay, also how you can protect yourself. Okay, so I'm going to be practicing with my left leg. That's a right leg. Alright, so one more time. Kick. Ooh, I didn't pivot my foot enough. Alright. Good, okay. Most common mistakes. People kick with their toe instead of their instep. You can hurt your toes that way. Bend your toes back, and kick with the top of your foot, your instep. That's one mistake. Another mistake is not letting this foot pivot. So what happens is your body's bent at an angle. See, like this. You can't turn your hip over if your foot's pointing that way because you hurt your knee. Okay, so you got to let your foot pivot so your hip can come over and your shoulders can come over. Another thing I see sometimes is people hit the target and their knees bent. When you hit the target, you want your legs straight. You don't want to overextend, but you want your legs straight when you hit the target. I think that's all the mistake. Oh, one more is, another common mistake is you kick and you throw the arms over there. You throw the arms that way while you're kicking this way. You know, or if you're going like this, you're throwing your arms this way. don't throw your arms in a different direction than the kick. You want your arms to go in the direction of the kick. See? And if you already have this habit, then what you need to do is, really pin that arm in just until you get out of that habit, and then relax them again. Okay, then relax them again. Okay, so that's basic roundhouse kick. And do practice the land, step behind, okay? I'm doing with my left because my right side is a little sore. So, and by the way, this injury had nothing to do with Tae Kwon Do. It came from me working when I was tired, throwing 40-pound bags of soil over and over again into the back of my truck. And I think that's when I hurt myself. So when you're really tired, it's a good thing not to practice anything strenuous. Maybe a little stretching, a little walking, something like that, but not heavy lifting, things like that. Okay, next. Front roundhouse kick, real important, especially for in sparring situation. It's a great kick. If someone's there and they roundhouse me, if I block the roundhouse, I kick them right away in the chest, especially if they drop their hands when they kick, which a lot of people do. They drop their hands when they kick. That's why it's important to keep your hands up when you're kicking, practicing kicking. Okay, so front roundhouse kick, you get a little closer into the bag. I'm going to kick with my left foot, so my left foot's forward. Okay, I want to be a distance so that when I lean back just a teeny bit and lift my leg, I'm going to kick the target right in the middle. So, and this is another fast up, fast down kick. So first practice fast up, fast down. Later on, the more strong your stomach gets and your core muscles get, then you can kick it harder, okay? But initially, you're going to have to just get the form. Kick. Kick. Makes this leg strong. It's almost like a back stance, see? It's almost like kicking from a back stance. Okay. Alright. So, and practice both legs. Now, since it's a front roundhouse kick, you can pivot this foot a little bit already just to begin with. You don't have to pivot as you kick. You pivot it a little bit to begin with. Okay? Doesn't have to be quite as pivoted as the back, from the back leg roundhouse kick. Next one, jumping roundhouse kick. If I'm kicking with my left, I lift my right leg. That's how you begin to learn, is just close into the target, you lift one leg and kick, okay? Practice both legs. I'm kicking right, I lift my left. Okay? Turn that hip over. Later on, you don't have to do it like that. It becomes a little more fluid the more you practice something. Woo! It's warm. Okay, next. The sun's coming out over here. Next, turn around roundhouse kick. Okay, if I'm kicking with my right leg, I want to step another step away from the target than I normally would. My right leg is forward if I'm kicking with my right. I turn around into a front stance and then do a regular roundhouse kick. Okay, again, I stand with the leg I'm going to kick with next to the target, close to the target. Turn around into a front stance, then kick. Okay? I'm doing my left. My left leg is closer to the target. I turn around and kick. Now see, I was too close. You see how I overshot the target? My foot is out here kicking. I really want it to be right there. So the next time I do it, I'll step back a little further. That's about distancing. That's something you learn the more you practice. Okay? Again. So, first, if you're practicing on a bag at school or at home, do it slow first. Get the right form. Turn, front, stance, kick. Okay? And you practice that over and over again, and then you can start doing a little faster. Alright? Make sure you practice both legs. So if it's a right round, whoo, okay. Last one. Oh yeah, and one drill too you can do if you're energetic, and most young people are, is you do roundhouse kicks on either side of the bag, okay? I'm getting too old for this. No, I'm kidding. All right, ready? Like this. So one leg is always off the ground, okay? That's a good drill to practice. Just to build up your endurance for roundhouse kicks. And good footwork. Okay, last one. Last one, you're going to put the turn roundhouse kick and the jumping roundhouse kick together. So it's turn, round, jumping, turn, round kick. Okay, roundhouse kick. Okay, so it's easier if you do a roundhouse first to begin with, and then kick. Not my best kick. Whew. All right. But I still practice it because I want to be able to teach it, even though I don't care much for jumping and turning and all that stuff. Jumping and turning at the same time, excuse me. It has to do with being 59 years old and having many sports injuries. Okay, that's all. I think we got it all. Roundhouse kick, jumping roundhouse kick, turn roundhouse kick, jumping, turning roundhouse kick, front roundhouse kick. Okay, peace, love, and happy practicing.